ourselves, I have gone all out and got the fireplace going.
It's
And
beautiful.
I know. And I had this, I have to show you this. You were showing the church that of mums. This is my little Michael's church that I had sent. And
Cute.
unfortunately, they sent it to me. It was 60% off, I'll tell you. There's an issue because the church's front door is, and I can't unscrew this. I'll have to pry it open to
Uh,
put the church's front door. But I think that's a nice symbol of, that we're always open, that you're welcome.
yeah, it's
I
lovely.
know
It's
it's kind of
nice.
pretty. It's kind of pretty,
That's
except
fun.
except you can see the stupid. You can't really tell online, but you can see the wire inside. That bothers me. That bothers me, man. Sorry if
So
Jeanette's watching.
I wonder if the one viewer is me.
I don't know. Oh, I think maybe. I don't know. No, maybe not. I don't think you can be a viewer and a presenter.
Okay. Well, we have someone watching. So welcome once again.
We have two.
Oh,
This is
there we go.
exciting. Small things amuse me.
Welcome to our live show.
Yes, our live show.
Yeah, two watching now. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah. So, like we said, on our on my very quick live yesterday, that we don't know what we're doing. That's why we're doing this now, because we want to do the baking show this way. So,
I,
and there's obviously is a delay. So, because I'm kind of watching what I'm saying, and it shows up.
yeah, but the people
Maybe,
that are listening don't know that there's a delay.
that's true.
That's
That's
like that
true.
on Zoom too. That's why nobody can sing at the same time or talk at the same time. It is a disaster. It is the most horrendous. Oh, it's Sherry. Sherry. Oh, Sherry. Okay, we're gonna have a toast. We're gonna have toast to Graham.
oh, oh,
20 years ago today, Graham passed away. Wendy's having Sherry, and
I'm having cherry.
look, Sherry, look what I've got. This is this is what friends use, the people on Friends, and I've had it probably that long. So toastergram to get us going,
Toastagram.
and
To Laudio.
to Lottie Jean.
Lottie Jean, who was an amazing grandmother.
She was. She could be tough, and she could be weird, but mostly she
And
was.
stubborn, and
Well,
but
she was a Taurus.
she had a roughest. Well, she came across as tough, rough exterior type of thing, but
Yeah.
she'd gone through a lot, but she was a softie
Oh
way
yeah.
down inside.
We knew how to get around her.
We did, we did.
Oh, it won't let Sherry open live chat. We have no idea how to do. Oh, maybe the chat's here.
No,
Live stream
no,
chat. Hello. I'll try it this way because we're just discovering all kinds of things today. We have not got a clue how this works.
can you tell?
Yeah, but we're happy to be here, and this is kind of fun. I am hoping to get up to Wendy's on Wednesday now that I'm feeling better.
On
I still
Sunday,
have the
you said on
maybe,
Wednesday.
maybe
Don't
I'm
come on
not.
Wednesday.
Maybe I'm not feeling good. Maybe I'm not back yet. Because if I go up on Wednesday, I could wait on your doorstep, but I don't even know where you live. So
That's a good point.
I'll be wandering Guelph, yelling Wendy out the window.
Oh man.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And the weather looks good. I mean, we're kind of getting into action, kind of a rainy, mild stretch. So
yeah, it's foggy tonight.
yeah, it was crazy foggy. Oh, I just noticed my angel isn't being seen. There she
Oh well.
is. There she is.
I tried to put on my angel when I was at St. Richard's, my last little parish tonight. But I'm just gonna go over here. I tried to put her on that tree, but it's too little. One of the gifts that I got is I left St. Richard's. Being an angel lady, we used to do angel workshops there. They love Jean, and they gave me this. And inside, there's that little tag. It says, the camera would focus. It says, "To our angel."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
to our angel, from your people with love.
Yeah.
I know. So I put her on the tree every year, but this time she just kept falling off. So she didn't like that tree.
I know I have to get out the Christmas hangers and kind of attach my angel at the top of the stair, at the top of the stairs, at the top of the tree to anchor her so she doesn't fall over.
More
Yeah,
Sherry.
yeah. I've had a sip. Can we drink on live? Is that okay? Can we do
I hope so.
that? Well, obviously you can't.
I can't talk and swallow at the same time.
So I was thinking the other day, um, and nothing really to do with the 70s. I think, we can talk, we have lots of time to talk about the 70s and Christmas still, which we can do on Sunday. But I've been listening to iHeartRadio at work, all the
Oh,
Christmas classics and that. And the one song, and it doesn't matter who sings this song, I cannot stand Santa Baby. And I think, Eartha Kitt, she wasn't bad.
oh well, she was
She was the original.
she was
Yeah.
the and it was because of her purry voice.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I think Madonna really ruined it for me.
yeah.
Um, Michael
I
Bublé, he's not bad, but I just don't like the song. I don't know. As soon as I hear it, I have to turn it off because
well, it
it
is kind of
annoys me.
harkening back to the 70s, like
Mhm.
on the group today. Was it Sherry who posted the um the lipstick that was kissable? That you could
Oh,
save some from. I mean, come on.
I
Um,
think I probably own that.
you probably did.
You and I, we were so different growing up, right? Like,
I still don't wear lipstick.
you know.
When I did, I looked painted. I do clown makeup. I do clown makeup. Oh, you want to come in, Sherry? If you hit the link that I put on the group, the second link, you can come in and be on camera with us.
There's a studio chat.
Yeah, I said hello. Can you see my
Oh,
hello?
um, no, no,
We
I
don't
just
know
see.
what we're
Oh, I
doing.
do. I do see hello.
Hello,
Hello?
hello.
Hello. Oh,
And
but it
there's
doesn't let, yeah.
But I think that's maybe between you and me, or maybe if we have a producer and they're bringing in a guest, they're telling us who this person. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a very sophisticated platform. I don't know. Come
We'll
on
have
in,
to,
Sherry. Come on
we'll
in.
have to, we'll have to do some studying. Oh, we're trying. We're
I
trying.
can't. It says I have to download something.
Oh,
Hmm, that's weird. If I wait a minute, let me do this. I can bring you right in because Wendy comes right in. You didn't have to download anything, did you?
no.
I'm gonna put it on your messenger. This is so much fun. This is just
Or
we have.
did I have, maybe I did have to download Riverside.
Hang
Because
on.
when my little computer tanked on me and I went on this, I think I did have to
That might be the
download
same link.
Riverside.
You might have to download it, but it's very safe. And
We've been using it for 18 weeks now.
I know we've had 18 episodes, and we have no clue what we said in any of them.
No. What
I've
did
got
we talk
notes.
about again?
I've got notes, but I don't remember because we never talk about, you know, what we have written down. Oh dear. So yeah. What were you saying?
I've lost my train of thought.
Me too. We're really good at this.
Well,
We suck at live podcasting. I gotta tell
this is who we are, though. This is who we are. Hello, I'm Wendy.
you. We were different growing up. You were like girly
That's it.
girl. You had
Yes.
you had absolutely, you know, um, attention to fingernails and hair and what you would be wearing. And I think I lived from the time I was 5 years old to 8 years old in a cowgirl suit. Mom had to wash it at night because I wore it constantly. I think I wore it to school. I might have, I don't know. But I would hang my gun in holster. We had bunk beds with the posts. I would hang it there. And I was horse crazy. I wanted a horse in the
Yep.
backyard. And I was just a tomboy, you know. I didn't do the girly girl stuff.
No, and I was totally girly girl, everything,
You
right?
were like we just got split jeans. I didn't get a little bit of girly girl. You didn't get a little bit of tomboy. We just went.
Yeah. Full on each side.
That's right. I think
There
I
we
used
go.
them. Mom used them all up on me because I was first, and then we were out of tomboy jeans, so you get the girly girl stuff. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I think Mom used to comment that often in a day I would change what I was wearing, like my dress.
Oh my God, she used to get so upset because she'd have to launder it all. We'd have, she'd have my cowgirl outfit, and she'd have like a pile from Wendy.
Well, I had to change her every occasion, obviously.
Well, that's true. It's 4 o'clock. I need to go out. I have to change. But that was the thing back then. I mean, you were mimicking Mom because she would not go down the street without lipstick. She would not wear shorts. She had to get changed.
True.
Yeah, she had to
That's
dress up.
very true.
She had to dress up to go down to the Danforth or up to
You
Kingston
know,
Road.
to the Danny.
Oh, I forgot. My mistake. That is so stupid. I forgot to tell Nicholas. He was in Toronto recently. They were
Oh,
on.
sh-
You did it! She's coming in!
she's coming in.
Woo!
Hi, I did it. I don't
You
know
did
what I
it.
did, but I
Uh,
did it.
we
Now
don't.
you have to hit your video, your camera, so we
Yeah,
can see you.
at the
Where do I do
bottom.
that?
At the bottom of your screen, there should be like you'll see the
Oh,
time.
like in FaceTime. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait. Allow.
yep.
Yay!
Yay!
There.
Yay!
Welcome.
Welcome.
This is
Make us
better
less
than being on
boring.
Romper Room.
It is. It's pretty amazing. I don't know who the other person is
Oh,
that's watching. We've got two.
oh
Sherry
gosh.
being one of them, and now online with us. So
Yay.
yeah,
Yay!
welcome.
Welcome.
This is
I
kind
better
of
try
fun.
my phone. My computer, I have a new computer, but Dave hasn't set it up yet.
Ah,
And it's old. It needs updates, and so that's what it was. Now I'm on my phone.
oh,
Okay,
well, there
So
you
that
go.
yeah,
works too.
That's something
yeah,
to know.
I know,
Sherry
right?
joined in portrait
Oh, let me
orientation.
get in front of my tree. Let me get by my tree.
Here we go.
So I'm going with the theme here.
Going
There
with
we
the theme.
go.
That's
Nice,
right.
There.
nice.
This
Okay.
is my Charlie Brown special. I haven't got any ornaments on it. It just arrived today. And Sherry, you would know after I get it all kind of as full as I could, I noticed it came with gloves.
Oh,
Is it poisonous to the touch or something? What is it?
I don't know.
I
Are
had
there
a
gloves in the Charlie Brown show? I don't remember.
I don't know. But
That's
I went and
weird.
washed my hands 14 times. I'm thinking it's from China. And we know that the Chinese people are wonderful, but they do use strange things to make stuff. So, but my hands are
True,
still
true.
intact. I did have a major panic attack over it. Like,
Yeah.
what are the gloves for? And why didn't I see them first?
Well, I have to tell you, before I bought this tree, we had gone through many trees as a family with cats. When we lived in Toronto,
Mm.
we had an artificial tree for 20 years that Bruce's mom actually bought us for our first apartment. And it was one of those old ones that, had the ABC's branches. So you had to put each one in. And over the years, you couldn't put them in anymore. So then we bought another artificial tree that our cat at the time, Winston, decided he was going to climb. So I bought that cat off and sprayed the tree. And the next year, when we took it out of the box, that's all you could taste was the cat off. Like it was
Oh,
awful. It was just
yeah.
like,
I remember
so
that.
we had to throw it out. So we went and bought another tree. And the very same night we put it up and had it decorated, he knocked it right off the base. So he broke it right off the stand. So, and then Quizmaster Amy said, okay, that's it. And that's when those Christmas tree stands came out that you could adjust with your foot. They had like a
Hmm.
pedal.
Hmm.
So we went and bought a real tree and we used that for years. And once we got that, Winston never bothered. But then, he's long gone. So we have two orange cats, and one of them, he's just a toad when it comes to the trees. And I even resorted to a pencil tree, thinking he cannot climb in this tree. He could. And and it's just like, are you kidding me? So I ended up selling that to a friend. Then I bought one of those little Metro, little small, cute little Christmas trees that you can buy.
Oh
And
yeah.
so that was my tree a couple years ago, and it wasn't a very happy tree. That's not a
Oh,
tree. This is a tree.
that's good.
And
That's a nice tree.
so I went to Canadian Tire when we moved to this apartment, and I got a tree for $50, and it looked beautiful on the box, but it was so sparse. It was
$50 tree behind me here.
it was ridiculous, and I couldn't find the receipt, although it was only a day
Oh,
later.
oh no.
And it's like, so I donated it because I figured someone's going to want a tree, and then
Yeah.
I bought this tree. So he's they tend to chew on the branches more than climb into it this year. Thank goodness, maybe because he's matured.
Maybe.
But it's always so stressful putting up a tree with cats.
I know. I know.
Last year, I used to have to actually wrap it in foil in the middle so he couldn't climb into it.
That's
But
a
it,
lot
it,
of
it
work.
worked.
That's a lot of
It
work.
is for a tree.
So
Ugh.
Sherry's tree is very pretty behind you.
It is very pretty.
My tree's actually only 4 feet high, but
Ah,
it looks taller because it's sitting in a pot,
Ah,
like a big, those big urns.
yeah, it looks tall.
So yeah, so it looks like it's about as tall as I am, but it really isn't. So it doesn't take that many decorations to fill it up, and it doesn't take off an awful lot of floor space because we're in a condo and we don't have our storage space too to store it during the year.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. And my little peacocks that are on the tree are from your main street in Niagara on the Lake.
Well, the
Yeah,
Christmas store.
I love that store.
I know, isn't it?
Never
You
go
know,
in.
I was there in August, Amy and I visiting Deb, and we went into the Christmas store, but it just doesn't have the magic in August like it does in December.
But it's still
Yeah.
Christmas in there. They're
It
playing
is.
carols, they're playing music.
But it
Everything's
just didn't
frosty.
have the same feel especially when you walk out on the street and it's like, 30 degrees Celsius, right?
That's
Have you been
true.
working there?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Mm.
No, I'm not that no, I couldn't do it. They have a great Santa though that comes about this time of the year and hangs
yeah.
out. Yeah, he's really good. But who was it? What you were going to tell us a story? What
Oh,
was your story?
Santa. You mentioned that song Santa Baby,
Oh, yeah.
and I probably an abnormal person, but I grew up not thinking it was really right to be told all year long not to take candy from strangers, not to speak to strangers,
Oh,
and then to be told to climb up on this creepy old man's lap and ask him for a present. It just sounds so creepy to me.
oh,
It just seemed wrong. And then this song Santa Baby, which I hadn't heard, and I'm like, see, like that's what I thought about him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the only thing worse than Santa was clowns. And sometimes Santa had clowns with him, and that just sent me right over the edge.
They
So,
ran out of elves. What was the issue?
so I don't know. We had clowns when I was a kid. So like this is going back to the 60s, but I'm sure some of your people are like younger than me. So you were like in the 70s, you were like that age. And when I was and I grew up on Air Force bases. And so when I was in grade 1, so we're going back now to like 63. It was the very last day of school before Christmas holidays, and we're having a party, and Santa was going to be there. And I was just so stressed. I didn't know what to do. I was so upset. So my mom said, well, it's not like you're going to miss school. Like you can, we'll just be home. So she called the school, told them I was sick, and it backfired on us because the man who played Santa was my dad's friend. So he felt really sorry that I was sick. And so he showed up at the house in his Santa Claus outfit with clowns. And I do remember he didn't stay long. My mother said that I'd been watching TV, just sitting around in pajamas watching TV, thank goodness, because that made me look sick. But my mother said I looked like I was going to pass out. So he probably believed how sick I was. But
Oh,
oh my gosh. Oh, Santa and clowns in my house.
the clowns I don't understand. I really
No,
that's not a
that would be
I would
terrifying.
not. Oh, well, I was a clown. I do clown ministry, and I love being a clown. But I have to say, then there were several times. Jean hated clowns, but she would be phobic. She would not let me go near her. And the boys the same. There was one Halloween, or I was doing something in Lindsay, and they saw me do the makeup. The whole clown face, and put on my wig, and it was all rainbow and fun. And put on my clown costume, which was made by a dear friend. And I turned and looked at them, and they both screamed and went running down the hall. I mean, I transformed in front of their face. They couldn't make the leap, and they were calling for me. Hello, it's me. I'm Mom. It's okay. But people have this thing about clowns. Now,
Clowns.
Chucky and the scary clowns, I'm not into.
But this was before that. This was like back when we were kids, and I don't know what, and I wouldn't go anywhere where there were clowns.
Wow.
They
There must
were
have
in
been
the
bad
Santa
puppet
Claus
clowns or something.
parade, and they were like everywhere.
Ugh. Well, yeah, they were. Or they were
Yeah.
upside down in the Santa Claus parade, but
Yeah.
the
Talking
upside
out
down
your
ones.
hands. Yeah.
Except it was
Yeah.
their feet.
Yeah. But anyway, Santa baby, like Santa is kind of creepy.
Yeah. The Christmas song I hate is Christmas Shoes.
Oh,
That is
that is such a
the most
tearjerker.
but it's cloying. It's saccharine. You want to take insulin after you listen to it. I mean, it's really. Some people love it, not my taste, and I laugh
I
my way
cry
through it.
every time I hear it.
No, you're just a sap. You're sappy.
I know. But
Or
right,
the other controversial song, is
Baby, it's
the
cold
duet.
outside.
Yeah, I mean, you
Now,
got to
when
take it for.
But Mike and Aaron did it, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you got to take it for where it's come from, right? I mean, maybe it was creepy back then too. I don't know, but
Everything was creepy back then. That's what I'm
Well,
discovering.
how about Steve and Edie? I mean, my favorite song. I remember Mom having the K-Tel record,
Yeah, but
Christmas
they were married.
album. Yeah, that's true too.
did you see Lady Gaga do that one as a duet? And I don't know who the guy was, but they completely changed it around.
Oh,
So she was the one that was trying to get him.
Oh yeah.
And
I think I remember that.
yeah, and it's like, okay, nobody had a problem with that one,
no.
but knowing her, she's the one that changed it around because she's
Yeah.
cool that way. But yeah,
I heard a lesbian version of it the other day, and it was something to the effect of they're going to be moving in together very quickly, as the stereotype. But it was like, I really shouldn't stay, but stay 8 more weeks. It was quite cute. Everybody's got to get their version out there. It's just yeah. I haven't
Or
heard that many.
the one
Christmas
song
carols
that's
yet.
overplayed though by many artists is "Last Christmas," and there's not really a lot of words to that song.
they
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but
but it's a
there's
bum,
not.
bum, 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 bum. That's what is nice. I like that.
But yeah, and so many artists have
George
sang
Michael?
that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, George
I'm
Michael.
gonna throw up if I hear Mariah Carey one more time. It is terrible.
I know. I turned on my what do you call it? The Alexis, whatever. What is that?
Alexa.
Alexa. Alexis Carrington. Sorry. I have the upgraded one.
No, that's the 80s.
Yeah. But that's the first song that comes on when I tell her, which I won't because she probably will, to play, Christmas music. That's the first song. And it's like, next song. Like, no, I'm not listening to it.
You can tell her to remove her from the playlist, I'm sure.
Okay. I don't use it very often, but yeah, I'm always afraid it's listening to me.
It is. That's why I didn't answer when you said Alexis. Because I've got Alexa behind the tree. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Alexa. She gives me the weather. I forget she's there. But yeah. Yeah, we live in a whole different world than the 70s. Remember it, like Dick Tracy would talk into his wristwatch, and the Jetsons would have their video thing that they would talk to, and that seems so fantastical.
Well,
back then, but now it's so real. Yeah.
Yeah, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
To the masses, to the other person.
And those Apple Watches, you talk in them.
Oh yeah.
They're like a little computer. I could never use one because they're not big. It's not big enough
I don't
Watch your hand.
mind. I just keep forgetting to wear it. I've never been a watch person. I get very good at finding time everywhere. And it's on my
It's
phone
re-
now.
well, it's comes in handy when you can't find your phone, and then you can go to your Apple Watch and ding it.
Oh, that's a really good thing to know.
It is a good thing because
No,
my
I like to
daughter
watch.
keeps threatening that she's going to buy me one of those necklaces that that instead of hanging your glasses on, I can hang my iPhone on because I'm always losing
They
That would
probably
be.
make them.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Well, they
Need
have
like a
holsters.
name tag holder.
I've seen holsters for them. Just saying.
How you know you're getting old?
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
because back in the olden days, I remember driving around looking for a payphone because I needed to call somebody.
yeah.
Mm.
And now I don't think I've ever seen a payphone in recent
Oh, the
years.
payphones that are left are disgusting. You wouldn't want to touch it.
Ew.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no.
And
Yeah.
they might not work. The last one I found, just for curiosity's sake, I gingerly looked at it and it was not working. But I
Mm.
think they still are around in various places.
Well, now we don't even think about it. We just use our hands-free phone on the car in the car,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's like we're. But you could never say, "Well, sorry, I didn't get your call. I wasn't home."
I know.
Well, I miss calls because I don't take it into the bathroom with me, or when I'm cooking, I'm in the kitchen, and like today I missed several calls, but I was expecting the voila guy, so I had it on, but I usually have it on vibrate. It's still on actually. I'll turn it on silent, but yeah, but it's always in my pocket
Yeah,
or in my
yeah.
purse or
Yeah.
We're always reachable. We're never able to be like alone.
No,
and
it's so true.
and
Yeah,
that's got its good things and it's also got its bad things because you're
yeah.
always on. You never get a chance to be totally quiet.
Although you can say, even if it's not true, you can say that you turned your phone off.
True.
Yeah, but also you think, like, what happens if you're out for a walk and you fall
Well, yeah.
and nobody sees you?
Hmm.
Nobody looks out there. You've got your
Your
phone.
Apple Watch will tell someone.
Yeah, but back then,
Wendy's fallen
No.
and she can't get up.
No, this it's so true, right? Like, I mean, when we were kids growing up, if we weren't close to a phone, like, and could not call our mother, right? It's
We
just
were
like,
all
yeah,
over the world on our
yeah,
bikes.
but we knew where all the payphones were.
Yeah.
We
Or
just,
or people's homes that we could go to.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
Like,
So Sherry grew up in the beach. Did you know that?
No, I
no,
didn't actually grow up in the beach.
Oh,
Actually, I grew up everywhere in Canada because, like I said, we were base brats.
right.
But there was this one point at which we were living in, it was in grade two. We were living in northern Quebec, and my mother had severe medical problems. And we needed to come down and live in Toronto with my grandparents.
Hmm.
And they lived on Long Crescent, which meant I was enrolled at Glen Ames.
Ah, ta-da!
So when you started talking about Glen Ames, it's like, I know that school.
Yeah. Did you
So
go to
yeah,
Williamson Road or to Glen Ames?
Glen Ames.
So that was like grade 7, 8.
No, it was grade two.
Oh,
It
so they
was grade
changed.
two. Yeah. And then eventually we settled in Scarborough.
Right.
We were in St. Clair and Victoria Park area. So we were down at the beach all the time. But no, I never grew up in the beaches. I was only
Yeah.
there. I only lived there for 2 months. But
Oh.
I just loved living there. And my uncle, my cousins, my uncle lived on Islesworth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
we were
pretty.
down there visiting him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like just a nice, it was always such a nice area.
Mm-hmm.
It was just such a beautiful,
Very
I
grounded.
loved it. Yeah. Yeah.
Very
I
grounded.
really liked it. But, and then we moved to Scarborough. So I still have the experiences that you talk about,
Yeah.
but not the same because it wasn't the beaches and I never ate at the Goof.
One day you will. We'll all go
One
in we'll have a field trip.
got to do that now because if I ever pass by it, and it's funny because when I was going to Mount Carmel, driving to see you guys at Mount Carmel.
Right.
Because I don't drive on the highway.
Right.
Well, I've actually deteriorated a lot since then, but at that, because that was a couple of years ago, that was before COVID, I was able to drive on the Gardner and the QEW. So what I would do is I would leave here and I would go along Kingston Road, and then I would turn at St. John's Norway. I would turn at Woodbine
Right.
and get onto the lake shore and then onto the. So I must have passed by the Goof.
No, the Goof's on Queen Street.
Oh, okay. Oh, there was a couple of times I did come home on Queen Street.
Yeah.
But normally I was on Kingston.
Yeah. The Kingston
So, yeah.
Road, where we, like at Scarborough, there was a restaurant up at the top of the street. The Feathers are still there. And a couple of, we used to go to what's his name? Mr. Coco's over by Victoria Park.
Victoria Park is where we lived. But we were north of the Danforth.
Yeah, we were. This was Kingston Road, Victoria Park.
We were just south of St. Clair.
Well, I know that you did work at Shoppers World.
Shoppers Drug Mart. That was my first job. I
think
behind
everybody
the cash register. I felt so important. It was, and people would come in from school, and I'd be sitting there behind my cash register, and I'd be like, "Can I help you?"
Well, my first job was at Reitman's at Shoppers World, but Deb had worked there ahead of me.
I shopped there. I probably saw you.
Yeah, probably.
You always started at the dressing room. That's where everyone started. But when you made it to cash, you knew you made it. But back then, forget the cash registers that they have now. Like there'd be like a 12-digit code on these tags, right? And you had to punch each number into the cash register.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And
the
then,
green button.
yeah. And it was the old, slide machine for any Visa or MasterCards, right? And
that's right.
the blood blister.
Chargex.
And the blood blisters you would get if you
charge.
Oh, Master Charge. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That. Oh yeah. I know. And Christmas time was horrible as a cashier, and because everybody would be waiting, and sometimes they'd expect you to, bring out the boxes and get the tissue paper going and make it all pretty.
Oh yeah,
and the line would be going out around the store, the side of the store, down like 3 stores down.
And there was only one cash.
Yeah,
right?
there was only one cash.
Yeah,
one cash register. There wasn't more.
Fingers were flying. You
had to be nimble. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
And then someone would be putting through the charge cards, right?
Yes, yeah.
Well, you were doing that, right? And they could take that customer if the next person was cash. And
that's right. Oh my God.
But I spent a lot of money. Like they would cash your check at Reitman's.
They would
if you bought something.
$2.40.
I think I was $2.50 when I started there.
Yeah, I think it was $2.10.
Yeah, it was $2 and something. I can't remember.
So
but we thought that was a lot.
That was a lot of money.
It was. And it bought you stuff.
Like
right?
$27 for the week. It's like, oh, woo. It's true. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
I remember
crazy.
Mrs. George. Remember Mrs. George? She looked like a football or a baseball player. Very well, kind of stocky, blonde, and take charge kind of person. So, when she saw me flailing at cash, she'd come over and say, "Okay, take a break," and she'd take over. It was like, "Thank you."
And where do we eat? It was called the garden court, but we called it the garbage court. But but man, they had really good macaroni and cheese. It was like this huge vat, right, sitting there, because it was like you could see everything that they were serving, and it was just this huge vat of mac and cheese, and it's what I got every time.
Probably came out of a basket or a bucket.
And they just heated it up. Oh man! But yeah, God, that was a great place, though.
We also called it the Tomaine Domain.
I don't remember that.
That's what they called it at Reitman's. Mrs. George and Mrs. Wells. They used to call it the Tomaine Domain. I'm going over there. Okay.
Was Mrs. McGregor? Was she the manager?
Mrs. McGregor.
And she was one person you would not want to mess with.
No.
But and Mrs. Billingsley. No, not Billingsley.
No, Mrs.
Bellings.
Belling.
She was a lovely, lovely lady.
She had such an effect on me.
Yeah.
She was uh, just the sweetest woman, kind
From
of like
Nova
Margaret.
Scotia.
Yeah, and had a family, and was probably in her 40s.
But
But she,
seemed much older to us at the time,
yeah,
right?
the perm and the whole thing.
Yeah.
But she was so sweet, and she just took such an interest in us. And
Mm-hmm.
really, and then I found out that she used to do the prayer lines at Huntley Street, so she was
Oh,
Christian in her background.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very much a part of who she was. Yeah, lovely
Because
woman.
we could walk home from Shoppers, right? From Shoppers World to home.
Yeah,
But in the wintertime, you didn't want to. And many nights that I'd be on with Mrs. Bellings, her husband would be picking her up because they just lived in Scarborough,
yeah,
not too far away, and they'd always give me a lift home,
yeah.
which was, yeah, it's, yeah.
Kind people, really kind
Mm-hmm.
people. That was the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70s, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
Yeah.
how long do we want to be on for? It's 40 minutes.
Wow.
I know.
Wow, is it? Wow.
And we still
Talking
got
about
two
our
people.
favorite
This is good practice though, and we know now that we can invite guests to come in.
Yes. No, I think this is good.
We could probably do this when we're up, if we're going to be doing another live like this on Sunday, not Wednesday. Then we can invite people to come and say hello for a little bit, and we can get up to 5 people, I think. On
Now,
That's
did you have to
nice.
download the app?
I don't know what I did. It wouldn't let me do it on my computer. But then I got the link on from the message you sent me and clicked and agreed and did a few other things, and it somehow it worked.
Then it rolled out the red carpet for you.
But it said that, yeah. But then it wouldn't let me do it on my computer. So
That's weird.
well, no, if you knew my
Mercury's
computer,
retrograde.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be replaced. Actually, we went to Apple and Dave got me a new one,
Oh,
but he still hasn't set it up. And then this one becomes our spare, because our spare is like gone. It's bad. So
did you get an iMac or a laptop?
it's a laptop, but it's called Mac Air. So
Right,
it's
a
not like a
MacBook Air.
MacBook.
Yeah,
It's a smaller, lighter
yeah.
version of, yeah.
That's nice.
So
That's
that's what, yeah. I like to be able to like wander around, and if I'm tired sitting at my desk, I'll come sit and type in front of the TV, and
yeah.
then I'll go on the dining room table, and so I can like wander around.
Yeah. No,
So
it's a very good computer. I have the MacBook Pro, and I love it. I've got 2. I've got one that's ancient because it's the only one I can use GarageBand on. So I use that a lot actually. Every day with Advent stuff happening.
oh
Advent
yeah,
complet prayers. Yeah.
oh they're so beautiful. I love them.
I'm glad. Yeah,
I just
I'm enjoying them.
I keep forgetting. I click on, but I keep forgetting to do that little heart.
Oh,
But I'm listening.
a lot of people are, which is nice. We
Yeah.
can see on the YouTube channel. I've also got them up on Spreaker. Excuse me. So they might not get listened to on Spreaker, but they're distributed to Apple and Spotify and all those places where people
Great.
need it. Yeah.
So I have to show you my sleepy cat behind me.
Oh, what's his name?
That's Finnegan.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's a good boy. He's my cat. We have 2 others, Duncan and Huey, who are orange crazy cats.
like your Louie.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
orange cats.
Oh, yeah. My Huey looks just like Deb's Louie, except he has
You need a
yellow
Dewey.
eyes. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got, well, actually, Louis sleeping on the chair right now. And snoring. He seems to be having a congested nose tonight. I was hearing this earlier. I thought it was an owl, and then realized it's a cat. We sometimes can hear the owls in the driveway in the bushes. It's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Woo-hoo. You. I don't know what to say to them, but they're there. So, sorry. So, should we call it? Should we say goodbye to everybody?
Perhaps so. Yeah, this was a good test run.
Now we
This
have
was
3
fun.
people. We've got 3
Oh.
people now. Hello, third person. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we have an idea of what we're looking at as far as for Wendy when she's cooking. I'll be manning the webcam, I guess. We'll have to think
Great.
about that. But yeah, it's going to be fun.
Might be
And
easier to do it from your phone or if you have an iPad. Do you have an iPad?
I do.
Might be easier to do it that way. I don't know.
Don't know.
We'll have to
Oh,
test it.
no. Well, if I was thinking we'd need the laptop and a webcam. Well, think
Oh, I
about
see.
this.
Can you? Well, yeah, we can sort out the technical stuff.
We'll have to because we've only got a few days.
Yeah.
This is my life. Or it's Simon's life. I'll go to Simon and say, "We're going to do this. How would we do it?" And he'll go, "Blah blah 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 blah." I go, "Okay, yeah, thank you."
Well, I
He's
was just happy I was able to get the red and green sprinkles because normally this time of year bulk barn doesn't have any.
well, you know
So
what you like sprinkles, but you know what you can do is get sugar and food coloring and mix them up. That's what
that's
Jean
true too.
would do. That's what Jean did. She'd get the little container and put it all together and then shake it, shake it, shake it.
That's a good idea. I also got the glazed cherries too.
You're
So
making shortbread?
yeah,
Ooh,
don't know
yeah.
what recipe yet, but
I have to find the book. I've been sick. It's my excuse. I've been sick. I've
it's a
been
good
under the weather.
excuse.
I've been under the weather. Yes, so this has been fun. I've really enjoyed you coming on,
Yeah,
Shari. This is
I
great.
know. That was so neat.
Our special guest, Shari!
Yay!
This is good too because once we get the Wedding Doula podcast going, now we know how to do that too. This is all for all kinds of
Oh,
things.
this is the same thing? Okay, so it's on my phone.